I'd be like, oh, who's single here tonight? You know, and guys don't really like making noise when they're single. And I'd always find the guy who makes the most noise. I said, bro, you're single. I said, bro, stand up for the people, man. And you always get a guy stand up.
Man,
and I want to make him feel like the coolest guy in that room in that moment. And I say, ladies, don't you think it's very, you know, confident to see a man stand up in front of all these people and all the women go, woo. And I know for that moment,
yeah.
he is the coolest person in the room. Not me, but he is the coolest person. And wherever he goes to the bar, he goes to the toilet, people say, oh, he's a guy, innit? Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. And I think that's really important
Wow, Mo, you're so
uplifting.
right. Uplifting people.
Yeah, you have to, man. Because
rather than punching down, what's the point of doing that?
It's like people have come to see me. How it's not cool to just punch down, and that's not a flex, in my opinion. A flex isn't punching down on an audience member who's paid to come and see you. A flex is punching up and making him or her look like the coolest person. But saying that, I do get some people who have been rude, and I've had to be like, I don't like, you know, like for example, I had a show once, and I said something. It's on YouTube, and I said something like, oh, I said, do you watch wrestling? And some guy said that's wet. Now, wet means rubbish. Yeah, I didn't know. Like as a slang term, I was like, wet? What, is this a new one? Okay, I know it means. And I was like, wet? I said, but my guy, how old are you? He's like, oh, I'm 30. And I looked at him and I said, wait, you're 30? Wait, you're bald at 30? And the whole crowd went erupted. And don't get me wrong, like, you can watch it on YouTube.
I can't wait.
I loved every part of it. But at the same time, no, I did. I loved it. It got a roar. You know, you got different reactions. There was a couple in the front and they kept looking at each other. Oh my God, that. And they wanted to look at him, but they didn't look at him. And the guy felt so embarrassed. And there's a part of me where I really loved it. And I thought, wow, this felt amazing. But there was also a part of me that I felt a bit bad because that's not, I don't train myself as a comic to punch down on people. I have to protect myself, and I can't have people just feel like they can disrespect me because I'm like, I'm just here to make everyone laugh. Don't show off. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you're saying that the Blazing Squad joke, where you're like, oh, it's funny the first time, yeah. But then when you say it the second time, you know it's not funny. But it's also like, I think for me, it's like, as a comic, it's like, bro, I'm just here to make you lot laugh, innit? This is just me as a comic.
Yeah.
So I'm very like, I don't like doing it. I don't know. Embarrassing someone doesn't really feel fun for me. But I have to, it's just more ways that I need to just protect myself on stage, bro. Like, you tried to come at me? Because if you come at me, then everyone thinks they could come at me, innit?